Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am Gausia of class 10. Dear friends, the Quran contains numerous verses that emphasize the importance of knowledge and reflection, such as, indeed, in the creation of heavens and earth and the alternation of day and night, there are the signs for the people of reason. Surah number 3, verse number 190. Thus, studying the natural world is a means of understanding God's creation and appreciating His wisdom. The Islamic approach to the scientific research places an emphasis on the practical application of knowledge for the betterment of the society. Apart from that, the cooperation and sharing of knowledge with scholars from different backgrounds is a means of understanding and promoting peace. Thus, keeping the legacy alive, we from the platform of TICTAS-TALKS today welcome you to our discussion about some metabolic processes occurring in human body. So, starting today's discussion, I would like to invite Kulsum of class 10th, who will tell us about the process of digestion in human beings.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Digestion refers to the breakdown of food into smaller components that can be absorbed into the bloodstream. This digestion or catabolism is divided into two types: the mechanical digestion of food that occurs in the mouth when it is physically broken up into smaller pieces, and the chemical digestion that occurs in the gastrointestinal tract when the food is broken down into small molecules by digestive enzymes. In mammals, digestion involves the intake of food through the mouth, where it is chewed between the teeth in a process called mastication. The saliva present in the mouth contains amylase, which begins the breakdown of starch in the food. The food then travels down the food pipe or esophagus to reach the stomach, where gastric juice starts to break down the protein in the food. The gastric juice mainly comprises pepsin and hydrochloric acid, as these substances can be damaging to the stomach. Mucus is also secreted to line the stomach and protect it. The acids in the stomach work by denaturing the protein present in food. While this chemical digestion is happening, further mechanical digestion is occurring through peristalsis, as the mucus in the stomach wall contract to mix up the food and digestive enzymes. In humans, the food stays in the stomach for around 2 hours and then moves into the small intestine, where numerous enzymes are released and further break down the food components. After passing through the small intestine, food moves into the large intestine, which absorbs the remaining nutrients and water. The resulting fecal material is stored in the rectum, from where it passes out of the body through defecation. Thank you.
After knowing the process of digestion, we must know how the digested food provides us energy to work and think. For this, I invite Mahwish of class 10 to throw light on the process of respiration.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. In human beings, air is taken into the body through nostrils. The air passing through nostrils is filtered by fine hair that line the passage. The passage is also lined by mucus, which helps in this process. From here, the air passes into throat and then into lungs. Rings of cartilage are present in throat. These ensures that the air passage do not collapse. Within the lungs, the passage divides into smaller and smaller tubes, which finally terminates into a balloon-like structure called alveoli. The alveoli provide a surface where exchange of gases can take place. The alveoli has an extensive network of blood vessels. These blood bring carbon dioxide from all over body and release into alveoli and take up oxygen from the alveoli to be transported to all the cells in the body. When the body size of animals is large, the diffusion pressure also cannot take care of oxygen delivery to all parts of the body. Instead, respiratory pigments take up oxygen from the lungs and provide it to the deficient body parts. In human beings, the respiratory pigment is hemoglobin. The pigment is present in red blood cells. Carbon dioxide is more soluble in water than oxygen, so it's mostly transported in dissolved form in our body.
Lastly, we shall know how the energy produced and necessary components are transported to different parts of our body. For this, a process of circulation is carried out with heart and blood as its main components. To throw some more light on it, I invite Falak of class 10th.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. The transportation in human beings is also known as circulatory system. It is a group of organs, tissues, and cells that helps transport nutrients, hormones, gases, and waste products to different parts of the body. Our heart is the main organ of our cardiovascular system. It is conical-shaped, hollow muscular organ present in the mediastinum cavity of thorax. It has a network of blood vessels that pumps blood throughout our body. Our heart contains four main sections or chambers made of muscles and powered by electrical impulses. These four chambers are two atriums, right atrium and left atrium, and two ventricles, right ventricle and left ventricle. The main components of this system are blood and blood vessels. Blood is red watery fluid that flows through the blood vessels. Blood is red due to presence of pigment called hemoglobin. An average person usually has 5.5 liters of blood in the body. Blood is carried via blood vessels, which are hollow tube-like structures that carry blood to and from all body parts. These tube-like structures are of three types: arteries, veins, and capillaries. Arteries. These blood vessels are mainly responsible for carrying away blood from the heart. Veins. These are thinner than arteries and carry blood to the heart. Capillaries. These are branching blood vessels forming a network between arteries and veins. Thank you.
Dear friends, time does not permit us to discuss all life processes that we have bestowed with the promise that we will be back again to share the knowledge about different scientific topics. I, along my teammates, wish you good luck. Fi amanillah.